One member of each team has to sing well-known songs using the words of an unrelated book. Your teammates have to work out what those songs are. Grahame, you'll be singing for Alan and Ella, and you'll be substituting lyrics from Stipple, Wink and Gusset. Men and women who gave their names to history.
I thought it was a law firm that defended porn stars.
Grahame, that is your book. There are your songs. Please don't show your team members. Ladies and gentlemen, Grahame Bob.
Here we go, first song. It's Jeremy Bosch. English jobbing, carpenter and bricklayer, notorious for the unreliable character of his work. He was employed briefly on the construction of Brighton Pavilion, where the phrase "a botch job" first became current, but was dismissed when a chinois screen fell on the heads of Prince Regent and Miss Fitzherbert. He spent the rest of his life wandering around the British Isles.
Yes.
Why not take all of me? Oh yeah. Yes!
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Why not take all of me? When he went, I thought, he's just going to go, you idiot! Okay, this is Marc-Antoine Ricochet. French marksman born in Reims, noted for his ability to hit a target indirectly by causing the shot to rebound from a hard surface nearby. This skill, which called for an almost instinctive geometrical calculation, was of great value in house-to-house fighting during Napoleon's...
Yes.
It's I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ Superstar.
It most certainly is. Well done.
This is Derek, the Republic hangman, known only by that name, who was performing his duties at Tyburn in the early 1600s. Nothing is known of his life, save that he might have been of Dutch ancestry, but he did his dreadful work either for so long or so strikingly well that he became identified with it in the public's mind. It was probably sailors with their love of gallows humour who first gave his name to the crane-like contrivance used on board ships. Any more? Just if you wouldn't mind, because it's going very well, so a little bit more would be good. All right, we'll rock it. The public hangman, known only by that name, who was performing his duties at Tyburn in the 1600s.
Yes.
Mac the Knife?
Get out! I thought that as well. It's just about your swing, man. I just
Do you want me to keep going?
I don't think anyone's got it. The
No,
song
it seems
was
pointless.
Autumn Leaves
Autumn
by
Leaves.
Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra and many others.
Mac the Knife? I'm trying, Adam.
I know, but Aunty Jack's getting pissed off.
If he rips out my lungs, I'll be really angry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grahame Bond. Now, you're doing a tour at the moment.
We're doing a national tour of Australia. It's called Aunty Jack, the Aunty Jack Show and Tell. And it's just Rory and myself basically doing all the music, all the songs from the Aunty Jack Show, showing clips, talking about why I killed Aunty Jack in episode 13, how Gary McDonald got all the toilet paper on his face. So it'll be...
Did you do, like, the first broadcast in colour?
Aunty Jack introduced in colour, but we cheated. We were meant to turn to colour at midnight in 1975, and
Really?
the colour seeped up the screen, and Aunty Jack held it down and refused to turn into colour. She refused, and when she eventually couldn't hold on to the colour any longer, she went, "I can't hold on any longer, Arthur," and she let go, and it went whacking up. And Gary McDonald was in there, and the whole room suddenly was in luscious colour. And Aunty Jack said, "It's quite nice to be in colour, really." And Gary McDonald said, "You didn't turn into colour, pudding." And it turned around, and Aunty Jack was still in black and white. She just didn't turn.
Grahame, can I ask you one thing? Can you say rip your bloody arms off?
Adam, you horrible little pig. I'm going to jump over there and rip your bloody arms off.
Right, Les, you'll be singing for Miff and Meshel, and you'll be taking your lyrics from Man and the Vertebrates, with the byline, Your family tree through 400 million years. Those are the songs.
We do this without a costume, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Let's go.
Okay. I'm a guitar player. We're going to take some latitude here, okay?
Sure.
Here we go.
Weasels, weasels, members of the weasel family. Second grade group of modern Lincoln.
Beat it.
It was beaten by Michael Jackson.
You are hot. This is a sexy song. Here we go. The forms most frequently used in the laboratory are members of a typical frog genus.
How much is that dog in the window? We're digging you, Liz. Can you do
Okay,
it?
this is from a guitar player's perspective, right? It's not necessarily, but here we go. In the Mesozoic, the ray fins were the dominant fishes, were progressing, and in the Mesozoic era, the only survivors in the Mesozoic era of these intermediate members of in the Mesozoic era. Can I do this 7 times? In the Mesozoic era, Garpike,
It's one that goes.
Myth, twig. These guys know it. Too late.
Layla.
It's Layla by Eric Clapton, stolen. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Gock. Now, you guys supported the Jackson 5.
Well, it was great. It was all the brothers, and we hadn't even recorded our first single, but we were asked to be the support for the whole tour, and we were fired after 2 shows.
What for?
They were fired. Well, they were like a real family act. You know, they were on like the Andy Williams show and all that kind of stuff, and we were considered too lewd.
Do you think being sacked may have had something to do with the band logo, which I managed to track down during the week and looks like this?
I can't see anything wrong with that. Sorry, it took me ages. Just that logo? It wasn't there. Hey, I can't draw.
I've never seen that before.
Really? You've never seen that font before?
No.
I don't think it's available on your windows. Yeah, after wingdings it just says wangs. One member of each team has to sing well-known songs using the words of an unrelated book. Your teammates have to identify the songs. Before we get onto it, though, while we're talking substitutes, Murray, I know a few people who've gone to see the Wiggles recently, and you're using a substitute at the moment.
We have been, yeah. Greg was in hospital, he had a hernia operation, and obviously couldn't wiggle. So we don't say it's Greg, but we say he's helping us out. This is our special friend Brett, and Brett comes out.
Wow, it sounds like an awful conversation you have with your mum.
That explains the skivvies.
Just out of interest though, like, you know, when you're at work and you've got to call the boss up, you're feeling a bit crook or not feeling crook. In the Wiggles, who's the boss? Who gets the phone call?
Dorothy's a dinosaur.
Have you been approached to do an In Excess style search for a new Wiggle show? So
I haven't, but I reckon that's series 3.
I just can imagine all 4 of you sitting there just going. It'd be worth it just for that.
Right, we'll move on, shall we? Kate, you'll be singing for Alan and Michael tonight, and you'll be substituting lyrics from Mounted Police in New South Wales, a history of heroism and duty since 1821. That's your book. Those are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Ceberano.
Put a little bedroom eyes into it, Kate. Come on.
Okay, baby. Just for you.
Hands on the table, Chamberlain.
The first military mounted police were assembled in great haste and had to be content with horses taken from government cars, which in turn had to make do with bullocks.
Baby Love.
It was Baby Love by the Supremes. Well done.
The arrested men proved to be the scapees, the leader and
actual killer was one John Jenkins.
Hallelujah.
It's Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, baby. The police consisted of about 45 mounted police, drawn up in 2 divisions, and about 24-foot police. The foot police were drawn up in front of the government buildings, while the mounted police were a little to one side, so they could command the ground in front over the miners would do to advance to reach the lockup where the prisoners who now number 3.
To Sir with Love.
It was To Sir with Love by Lulu. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. That was sensational.
Yeah.
You can't do Lulu in half measures. What can I say?
You know what?
I'm saying?
That should be on a T-shirt. Now, Kate, when you started in I'm Talking, you were 17.
Oh.
How was it being interviewed and trying to put forward a good face when you're 17?
Well, actually, I remember a story. We had a rock arena show. It was on the ABC, and it was a very highbrow rock critic, Barsha Bonkowski, with that lovely voice. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And she said, "Yeah, what are your first impressions of Sydney?" And I said, "Well, I love Sydney. It's really great, and I don't mind the drive, even though it's like 10 hours. They've got these great ham and cheese falafels." She said, "I think you mean focaccios." I said, "Oh, do I? Oh, okay, yeah, focaccios." So I actually think that was a charming moment, and it showed that I had yet more to learn about life.
Though you were spicing it up with a bit of ham and cheese, though.
Arj, you'll be singing for him and Murray, and you'll be taking your lyrics from The Popular Guide to Puppy Rearing by Alden Gwyn Jones, Championship Show Judge. That's your book. There are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Arj Barker.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is the popular guide to puppy rearing as opposed to the unpopular guide to puppy rearing, which is all about cats. Okay, here we go. And I just want to say that you did a great job, Kate. And I almost feel like it's unfair. I feel like you might have sung that book before. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. Why did I sign up for this? All right. It is a curious fact that the best show bitches are not necessarily the best broods, and many of the big winners in all breeds are produced by rather ordinary-looking bitches. Made it to the right dog and beautifully bred themselves. The breeding of a bitch is all important. An experienced breeder in any breed can prophesy with reasonable accuracy what kind of puppies a bitch is likely to produce from examining her pedigree. Whilst not necessarily a show specimen, she should not have any big faults of her breed.
Something by Snoop Dogg.
Wasn't that good? The song was Hotel California by the Eagles. Does that not sound like that?
Okay, it's not my fault if everyone here is bloody tone deaf.
Song 2, please.
Alright, you ready for some fun? Some highly strung bitches become very excited after whelping, are most upset if the puppies cry.
That's the thing from the Monday show.
Gotta get in the right mood, right? Diarrhea is a common. puppy trouble, and also...
Another brick in the wall.
It is Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. Arj Barker. One member of each team has to sing well-known songs using the words of an unrelated book. Your teammates have to work out what the songs are. David, you'll be singing for Myth and Jason, and you'll be taking your lyrics from Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat. Ladies and gentlemen, David Paige.
Thank you. Whew, okay.
Do you want me to, like, put on a pair of shorts and smack him in the back of the head before
All big up.
I don't have my platforms on. Otherwise I'll kick you.
Right, first song, please. Okay.
Alright, I got it. The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play. So we sat in the house all that cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally, we sat there, we two, and I said to her, how I wish we had something to do, too wet to go out, too wet to play ball. So we sat in the house, did nothing at all.
Can you do the chorus though?
Yeah.
Sit and sit and sit and sit and sit and sit and sit.
It's Babushka by Kate Bush.
Wow! Woo! He's done it!
Song 2, please, David.
We looked and we saw him step on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? Oh, I know it's wet and the sun is too sunny.
Ribbon, keep on turning.
It's Proud Mary. Well done. By Joe Fogarty.
That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head, then he came down with a bump.
At the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
It's In the Ghetto by Elvis Presley. David Paige. Chloe, you'll be singing for Alan and Glenn, and you'll be substituting your lyrics from The Gloves of Irony by Australian cricketing wicketkeeper Rod Marsh.
Send me the book, she knows that back to front.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chloe Dallimore.
There were excuses for the Leeds defence. The pitch heavily favoured all the pace bowlers. And of course there was that superb 149 not out by Ian Botham in England's innings.
Now you're back. Jump out the door. Get over there. Don't need you no more.
I will survive.
I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Song 2, please, Chloe.
My partnership with Lily is well known, and it is Dennis who deserves most of the credit. It is he, after all, who deceives the bat.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
No, it isn't yet, Tess.
He's the one who pressed it. I just wanted to
Do you guys know what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Where are the clowns?
Bring in the clowns.
But or send in the clowns. One of those. Final song becomes Chloe.
Do your thing on the field in the heat of the battle, and you may get away with it. Carry it off field, and there are no such thing.
Tainted love.
It's Tainted Love. Made famous by Soft Cell and recently Rihanna. Ladies and gentlemen, Chloe Dallimore. Chloe, how difficult is it to try and sing and dance and get all of that happening at once?
It works most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't, and we manage to cover that fairly carefully.
In what way?
There's a particular number in the show just when I just entered the stage. There's quite a lot of leg kicking. The two gentlemen involved, who were Tom Burlinson and Reg Livermore, fairly close contact. Reg Livermore at one point leans over me as I'm lying on the ground. His head's meant to go one way, my leg's meant to go the other. This time he thought, oh, I might put my head here, so my leg went, oh, and I just got up and I could feel my eyelashes slowly bending forwards at a 180-degree angle as this eye just swelled out of proportion. But what was amazing was that the bruising fitted exactly underneath where you'd usually shade your eyeshadow. And I actually went to Maya and I said, you see this colour? I'd like an eyeshadow this colour.
After that round, the scores are like this. Alan, Chloe, Glenn are on 11 points. Miff, David, Jason, still in front, 19 points. One member of each team has to sing well-known songs using the words of an unrelated book. Your teammates have to identify the songs. Lenka, you'll be singing first for Alan and Earl, and you'll be taking your lyrics from Practical House Drainage.
Oh, goody.
That's your book. Those are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Lenka Kripac.
Boning rods are made from light material in the form of a T. They are all the same length and are usually painted different colors for easy identification.
It's oh so quiet.
It's Oh So Quiet, the Björk version.
Yeah.
Well done.
Cast iron drainage is not as economical as vitrified clay. It costs per foot is much greater and heavy lifting. Gear or more manpower is required to maneuver the long heavy lengths into position.
Come Together by the Beatles.
It's Come Together by the Beatles. 2 out of 2.
Okay, stainless steel urinals manufactured in any desired length without joints. It is therefore very easy to install. Most authorities, however, insist that over maximum length 12 feet at the Sydney water boards. Additional traps are required. The urinal is connected with a V.
Yes.
Little Red Corvette.
Yes, it's Prince, Little Red Corvette. 3 out of 3. Lenka Kripac. Joe, you'll be singing for Mick and Ross, and you'll be taking your lyrics from Hook, Line and Stinker. That's your book. Those are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Camilleri.
Carp whalers are proclaiming the benefits of big bowls of bait. That is for carp. There's a different standard bait. There's a less suspicious looking to worry the fish. Bigger baits mean more flavor, leaks out and provides the fish with more attractive food.
I've got a feeling Alan's team might know it. If you don't, yes.
Do you think I'm sexy?
It's Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. Well stolen.
People who claim their own fishing dogs are all blinded by love. It might sound cute, but it's not. Stay away from people who take their dogs fishing. Fishing. A lesson for you fishing.
What?
A message to you, Rudy.
Yes, it was a message to you, Rudy, by the specials. Well done. Final song, please, Joe.
Okay. You gotta forget exotic baits and flavoring. You gotta forget exotic flavoring and exotic baits and flavoring. Carp are going gaga for rabbit droppings. Cock are going gaga for rabbits, rabbits. It's now thought the tiny pellets of bunny poo could be the most radical carp bait since Dick Waters.
I reckon that's yours.
Yeah, but...
Shape on me.
Yes.
Santa Maria!
Shape on him. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Camilleri. Joe, how did you get involved in jazz and ska? Because you're a good Maltese boy, weren't you?
You've had a good Maltese boy, mate. Radio was king for me when I was 10 years old, living in Carlton.
Yeah.
And so I knew every song on the radio, knew every song on the jukebox, every song my mother sang.
What were your parents' reaction when you said, I want to be in a band?
They didn't say anything really. My dad just kept thinking that I'd just grow out of it and get a job. Not in the concrete Maltese business, but in the just do something else.
Maltese concrete would be a nightmare. Be hard on the outside and then all crumbly on the inside.
Right, at the end of that round, the scores are Alan, Lenka, Earl on 10 points, Miff, Joe, Ross just in front on 11 points. One member of each team has to sing well-known songs using the words of an unrelated book. Your teammates have to identify those songs. Ngaiire, you'll be singing for Alan and Lulu, and you'll be substituting lyrics from the complete book of AFL Finals, the Centenary Year Edition. That's your book. Those are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Ngaiire.
Come on.
Song one, please, Ngaiire.
The influence of the war was now more marked than
Dancing in the streets?
Yeah.
Yes, Dancing in the Streets, Martin and Dallas.
Collingwood, who had been in the doldrums, caused a surprise by winning the elimination. Final when they kicked 19.10 to Footscray's Missouri 6.19. It was particularly pleasing win for the Magpies as Footscray making their first finals appearance. So beautiful.
Ben?
It was banned by Michael Jackson. Well done.
Essendon regaining a number of players who had missed many matches in 1994, never fell over. Then fifth during the season, but slumped badly in the last two rounds, losing to Brisbane at the Gabba and being thrashed by Carlton. These results combined with Richmond's last round. All by myself?
All by myself, Celine Dion, or Eric Carmen, or Richard Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, Ngaiire. Tom, you'll be singing for Miff and Hamish, and you'll be taking your lyrics from Dating Without Tears. Your book. Those are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Burlinson.
The shy girl's plight is a sorry one, but the worst thing likely to happen to her social life is that people will feel rather impatiently sorry for her.
Hamish.
Under My Skin by the very famous... Who was he? Frank Sinatra?
It was I've Got You Under My Skin, Frank Sinatra. 2 for Hamish.
1-5.
Don't make the mistake of moving into a bed sitter in the hope that the building will be rich in fascinating boys. It's much more likely to be full of. Chorus
Does
again.
anyone? Yes.
Everybody loves somebody.
Thank you. Okay.
Final song, please, Tom.
The brush off is something
that everyone experiences sometimes, and it can be very humiliating. There is always a feeling of rejection, and even if quite often happens, you were tired of him anyway.
Advanced Australian Fair. I don't know.
That was Bob Dylan, It Ain't Me, Babe.
No, it ain't me, babe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom
It ain't
Burlinson.
me,
Now, Tom,
yes, sir.
how did you go from Man from Snowy River? We all knew you as Man from Snowy River, and then all of a sudden you were providing the voice of Frank Sinatra for TV and
Kind of a long
stage.
story, but we heard about the proposed miniseries of the Tina Sinatra, Frank's daughter, was making about her father's life, and she needed somebody to sing the voice of her father as a young man. I sent an audition to her at Warner Brothers in Los Angeles, and she asked me then to fly to Los Angeles and sing for her, which I did, and then she offered me that job. So I don't actually appear in the miniseries, but when he sings, when Frank sings, for the first 45 minutes or so, it's my voice that you hear.
To give us an example, can you do a Frank Sinatra version of that Bob Dylan song you were just doing?
A lover for your life and nothing more, but it ain't me, babe. No, it's not me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe.
One member of each team has to sing well-known songs using the words of a textbook. Your teammates have to name the songs. John Toogood, you'll be singing first.
Good hands.
And you'll be taking your lyrics from A Fight Against Extinction, The Whooping Crane. That's your book. Your songs are there. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, John Toogood.
The whooping crane is a very large and very grand white bird with long black legs and a sinuous neck and a thrilling trumpet like voice there are as this is
Frank.
Dreadlock Holiday.
It's Dreadlock Holiday by 10cc. Nice work, mate. Okay.
egg collecting is no longer a problem for obvious reasons, but there was a time when even this pretty Victorian pastime took a toll. There was a particular vogue for it in the 1880s and 1890s. Ostensibly.
Buzzing if you know it. Yes?
It's Slice of Heaven by Dave Dobbin and Who.
It is Slice of Heaven by Dave Dobbin and Who.
I'm sorry.
To my delight, she said, was sitting on her head.
Not yet, Fiona, hang on.
Mark Trebick, which lay in a neat cavity in the top of a well-built heap of time. Fine Marsh Grace wanted a
Fleetwood Mac something.
The thunder only happens when it's raining. Is that the name of the song?
No. Anyone on this side have any idea?
No, I just needed to go to the toilet.
The song was
Dreams.
Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Ladies and gentlemen, John Toogood. Thanks, sir. Well done. Superb effort. Now, before we go any further, your band started out as being called Shihad, and then you changed to Pacifier,
Yes.
and then went back to Shihad. Can you explain, for those who don't know, why that happened?
Okay, we were basically in America at the time of the September 11th bombings, and we just signed a deal with a massive American record label and management and blah, blah, blah. It was all like, all the childhood dreams come true, and then that happened, and the name Shihad was too close to jihad for the Americans. And they couldn't get us booked on shows and couldn't get us played on radio. So they said, either you change your name or go back to where you come from. So we thought, we've been knocking on this door for so long, we've got to actually just give it a go. And it sucked.
Was there not a point when you named the band Shihad that you thought this might get us into trouble?
No, because we were young metal bogans at that point. When I was 16 years old when I joined this band, you know,
Right.
and you don't think, holy war's going to be a problem. Oh, let's call for a holy war, bro. Wicked.
John English, you'll be singing for Alan and Fiona, and you'll be substituting lyrics from the classic collector's edition of Grey's Anatomy.
Nice one. There you go.
That's your book. Those are your songs. Don't show your teammates. Ladies
I
and
use
gentlemen, John English.
Go, big buddy.
These bones are divisible into 4 classes, short and flat. The long bones are found in the limbs where they form a system of...
King of the Road.
It's King of the Road by Roger Miller.
The superior angle is received into the internal region between the posterior superior angles and the frontal lobes. It corresponds with that part of skull in the fetus, which is called the posterior fontanelle.
We've got nothing to
The inferior angle represented by the
Just to the chorus, love.
that is the curves of the lateral angles correspond between the outer ends of the transverse grooves and are received into the internal between the buggering.
No, we've got nothing.
No one's got the idea.
No.
It was Learn to Fly by the Foo Fighters.
Learning for the sky. Alright, now, this is a broad band of fibrous tissue, passing from the lesser to the greater tuberosity of the humerus and always limited to that portion of the bone which lies.
Yes. It's I Feel Pretty.
It is I Feel Pretty from West Side Story. Yeah. John English. Johnny, I'm guessing you've got some, rock and roll, Spinal Tap moments.
Yeah, I got lost in Theberton Town Hall once. The roadies couldn't hear because the sport act was playing, so we're banging on the back door. So we got to the side door and there's the punters. I just said, just follow me, quickly. So they all followed behind. And I opened the door to the backstage, which I thought was backstage, and it was a broom closet. And I was too embarrassed to come out. So we stayed there. It was Captain Matchbox, it was. But the worst thing was, they finished, so the house lights come up. So we all had to come out.
I think it might have been my friend that you made eye contact with.